One more play here.
And with the clock winding down, you want to try and go, if you can, go to the end zone. You're hoping that something good will end up happening to you. There's the clock.
The buzzer, and a pass to the right side is just out of the reach of Anderson, and that will do it for the first half here at Menlo Atherton, as the teams will head into the break with MA out in front 26-6. We'll be back with the second half right here on CCSA. Second half action about ready to get underway here at Menlo Atherton, as the Knights have a 20-point deficit to dig out of, as it's a pooch kick to start the second half, and Menlo Atherton was right there to scoop it up, actually caught it in the air, so the Bears will have good field position to start.
Now, that's sometimes what you want to do there is make a fair catch signal so that nobody can hit you. But anyhow, first down, and it looked like that scrum offense again, Casey. The guy just, he was held up and then bounced out of it and picks up, first down yardage.
Very nice run after the initial contact there by the halfback sweeping around the outside. So a first down right away for MA, and they're back on the attack. 3 men in the backfield, hand it off to the fullback, and he breaks through as Jordan Williams makes the touchdown saving tackle.
And once again, I think what's happening is, Menlo is concerned about those sweeps and counters, and they're not checking the fullback first. And he is, he's been not a load, but he's been very difficult for Menlo to go ahead and stop.
Handoff goes to the outside this time as Sean Hogue met quickly, slowed down the running back, and then the rest of the squad arrived to take him down.
Well, Menlo needs to go ahead and make a stop here. That's that counter, and it's a tackle trap, but they do a nice job. So they need to have their defense tighten up and make a couple of quick plays here. Maybe the adjustments they made at halftime, will go ahead and help them out in this second half.
Handoff sweep to the outside. This has been an effective play in this game for Menlo Atherton, and it still is inside the 5-yard line, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, it's the bread and butter. You in a sense get an extra man there. That's why you do the two-step motion. That brings the man, gets the ball a little bit sooner, and it kind of makes your defense think, okay, the ball's going one way, and that's when they have an effective counter play.
Handoff up the middle of the fullback. He sweeps to the outside, reaches the ball out, and is going to be short of the goal line. So a nice defensive stop there by Menlo, but it's just the first of several opportunities at the goal line.
Quarterback's
going to keep it up the middle. And he is thrown back. So a heads-up play by the linebackers there. That was Tupou and Eckert who both teamed up there, keeping him out of the goal lines, or off the goal line. So it is going to be third and goal.
And again, you need to go ahead and probably blitz here.
They hand it off this time to the right side, and that is into the end zone untouched for a touchdown.
That's a counter, and it started to look like it was going to go left and comes back to the right. So a nice play by MA, and a result is a touchdown. So
kick is up, and it is no good, and it is 32-6. Menlo Atherton out in front, as that one just misses wide left. So Menlo looked to come out and get a defensive stop on that first possession, but MA went down with that offense we were talking about, and a lot of misdirection, an easy drive there for the Bears as Williams takes it. That's Stasny who takes it, and he is quickly wrapped up. Not much room there for Menlo, and they trail.
Well, they had a sideline return, and unfortunately, Stasny couldn't get to the wall. It closed a little too quickly for him.
Flags thrown. An illegal formation against Menlo, so that'll back him up 5. First and 15, as the rain's coming down again here at MA.
This looks like a man defense.
Wickers rolling out right. He's got good protection, throwing on the run, and that's complete to Tommy Ford on the far side. Tommy's got, or is close to a first down if he doesn't quite have it yet. A nice throw on the run, as you mentioned earlier. That one time he's going to his right, and it's a lot easier throw for a quarterback.
Well, and it was a good play. They needed 15 for the first down, so fairly close.
And looks like they got it,
Right.
so they moved the chains. Williams in motion on first down. Now he comes set, 3 receivers left,
Draw.
handoff to Tupou. He is into the linebackers, lowers the shoulder, and Tupou pushes past the 35, close to the first down marker for Menlo.
Well, a nice play. So 2 good plays here after the penalty, and Menlo is on the move. We'll see if they can go ahead and sustain the drive, running and passing, and get right back in this game.
Tupou switches in the backfield. Wickers, quick pass out to the right is incomplete, a little bit behind the intended target, and it slips through the hands. On a day like today, it doesn't take much to slip through the hands of a wet football.
Well, they wanted to go to the 1 receiver side, and they did. It was a nice job. Now here it looks like a screen. Okay, it's a back out of the backfield.
And a nice block picked up for Tupou as he has got the first down. A very nice play that time for Menlo. A nice throw by Wickers. Tupou with a nice turn up field. And I believe that was Chris Ryan. Actually, no, that was Tim Benton who came up and got the block.
So a nice play. Again, something that we've seen Menlo use in the past. Let's see if they can keep the ball going and keep the drive going, get down and score this time, get back in this game.
Pitch to Williams. Throws a stiff arm. Tries to spin and turn up field, but he is quickly swarmed over.
Well, that's a negative yardage play, and basically what happens is there's too much penetration. Somebody gets in, number 70 gets in right away, forces and slows the play down, and then even though he doesn't make the tackle, another man comes in to make it. So it's second about 15.
Anderson in motion now. He comes to a stop. Wickers
Oh,
lost the football.
did.
And I believe Menlo jumped right back on it. They did.
Now that's just because of the wet ball, and they could call that an incomplete. I don't think they will. We've seen we've seen another play where they didn't call it they didn't call him down. They said it was a fumble.
Wickers now scrambling, throwing on the run.
I think that was caught.
Incomplete. No, they say
No,
it was
they
out
say
of
it's out
bounds
of
on the
bounds.
far
Okay.
side of the field, so it'll be 4th and very long for Menlo. Already trailing 32-6. Nice job coming back to the quarterback by the wide receivers. Just ran out of real estate on that far side.
Right.
Good coverage by the Bears.
So that brings up a 4th.
Punt formation for Menlo. High end over end punt's going to come down about the 30, take a Menlo Knight bounce, and it'll come set at about the 26-yard line. So MA will take over. And in a situation now, Ray, where you want to protect the football if you're the Bears, as
They do not.
they do not, the ball comes loose on the first play. And
I think that was going to be the double reverse.
And I believe they jump right back on it. Did
They
Menlo,
do, but
did Menlo Atherton.
and it's going to be, I think, about 2nd and 16. But that was the double handoff, and so
Handoff
that's
to
a
the
fullback.
fullback up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Down to about the 32.
He must be hitting the play a little bit wider than Menlo anticipates it, and that's an adjustment for their offense. But he has gained a lot of yardage on that play. I mean, an awful lot of yardage.
Starting to come down in buckets again.
Counter going back the other way. Number 4 has the ball.
And he's got it into the secondary. Still on his feet to the 45 and taken down by Williams.
This is the counter, and that's usually the tackle trap. They fake it. In this case, the action looks like it's going to their offensive left. Their offensive right, and then they end up with a little counter play. But nice open field tackle there late, but long gainer again by MA.
1st and 10 as time winds down here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff
Fullback.
up the middle. And inside Menlo territory, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. So MA has tacked on to their lead here in the 3rd quarter. They're out in front 32-6 as Menlo is running out of time in this one.
Well, they've been very consistent, Menlo Atherton, with the same play selections. Where they've run the ball and run it effectively. They've run power, they've run fullback, and then they run some counter. So, they're forcing you to stop their offense, and thus far, Menlo has had some trouble doing that.
That's enough for a 1st down, so they move the chains again as time begins to tick away. Sweep to the outside, gets the corner as Tupou holds on for dear life, and it's a good thing he did as he really slowed down the ball carrier and allowed his teammates to show up and make the play.
Well, that play has been, you know, an effective play for MA, and I'm not sure that Menlo still has an answer for it, but we'll see if they can go ahead and slow them down here, get a turnover, do something, maybe score on defense to help their offensive team.
Handoff to the right this time. Tupou flies in to make the tackle. Flag down. And a hold against the Bears.
So they've just run power right, power left, and in this case, there's a penalty which stops them. So that's great. Sweep this side.
Not much of a penalty, loss of yardage on that play as the hold.
And now another late penalty.
This might be a face mask maybe here. And it's actually a hold again against Menlo Atherton.
So now it should back him up near the 50, I think. That's a spot foul, and I saw the referee move the flag up slightly, but
handoff, a dive up the middle on 1st and long. And it'll be 2nd and long as he picked up about 4.
But I think MA's intentions here would just be to run the clock, keep the ball on the ground. Although as soon as I say that, they'll throw a pass.
Go home and take a nice hot shower with this weather today. It's been tough sledding for both teams for sure.
Well, that was that counter, and you could see the tackle pull. The left tackle comes over and pulls, and he's the trapper on that play. Play action pass.
Trouble coming.
Nice play.
And Eckert gets in there again as Brad Eckert has had a great day filling in for Bo Nichols in the linebacking core. And he burst through the line that time, looking like he was back on the defensive line, as Menlo will have to kick it away to Menlo. Menlo Atherton kicks it away to Menlo. Too many Menlos in this one. Hunt just gets away as pressure was coming for Menlo.
That's interesting. The up back was on the left-hand side of the kicker, like he's a left-footed kicker, but he kicks to his right with his right foot.
I never would have noticed that.
Well,
that's why you're here, and I just call what I see, and sometimes call what I don't see. 1st and 10 for the Knights, trailing 32-6.
All right, let's see if Menlo can go ahead and move the ball down the field and do it quickly.
Philip Anderson in motion, and trouble
Bad
on the snap.
I don't know that the ball was ever really snapped.
And an illegal snap against Menlo, so that'll back him up 5.
And another whistle, stopping play. So I think that Menlo Atherton is trying to blitz and time their blitz. In this case, they did not make it. And so it's back to 1st and 10 case.
Shotgun for the Knights. Wickers hands it off to Jordan Williams, and he is hit hard and taken down.
Well, that's an effective play usually, and you need a little bit of room to get going, and then if you can get past that initial wave into the linebackers or secondary, you have a good chance for a long gainer. But MA has stopped him and stopped him pretty consistently.
Pass out to the left is incomplete, intended for Tommy Ford, and it just slipped through his hands. It'll be 3rd down. Shotgun again for Menlo. Wicker scrambling.
Pretty good pressure, no receiver in the area. There
Throwing on the run, and they have the completion. As a nice job that time by Wickers as he scrambled out to his right.
And a good job by the receiver coming back for the ball. So he's coming back to the passer, and that's Tim Benton. So nice job by Tim.
It's close to the 1st down marker, but it's handed off to Jordan Williams.
And I think he made it.
And he might be a little short. It's going to depend on the spot
it
for
will,
sure.
Yes.
As you see Jordan quickly look over to see where he's at on the field, and they do give it to him just barely, so they'll move the chains. Wickers, option pitch to Williams. Williams cuts to the outside, and he is hit and dropped.
It's a nice play. He needed a block out here, either on the corner or be able to get by that corner. But nice open field tackle by number, whatever it was, 24, I think.
The mystery man, the mystery team. Pass over the middle, and that is incomplete. intended for Philip Anderson.
Well, it's a nice throw, and again, sometimes you're taking your eye